Good morning, Oak Park School. Today is Tuesday, December 21st, 2021. Our special student guest for this morning news, Ethan from Miss Klein's class. At this time, would you please stand and face a flag for the Pledge of Allegiance?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Would you please remain standing for our Panther Pledge?
Today I'll be respectful, on task, accepting, and responsible. Today I'm an Oak Park Panther. Hear me roar!
You may be seated. Thank you for helping us out with our pledges this morning. Now we will take some time to slow down, pause, and observe our daily moment of silence, which can be used for our own thoughts, prayers, or reflections. The Literacy Lab continues to celebrate the holidays by having staff share their favorite books. Grab your lab coats and check out our newest interview.
Good morning, Mr. Jenkins.
Good morning. Nice to be here.
Good morning.
Good morning.
What do you remember about this book today?
This book is Diary of a Wimpy Kid, old school. And what I remember about this book, lots of reading groups I've had with students, and the kids really love this book. What I like about the book, I absolutely love the story, but what I like about the Diary of a Wimpy Kid's books is the Lexile level or reading level of the book is higher than people think. It's 1100. And so I've had lots of really good luck reading this book with students that said they didn't like to read, but ended up really loving the story because the dialogue is really rich. You ever see a movie and you like the way the characters talk to each other and the cool things they say and the way they say it in movies? Well, this book is the same way, and the dialogue is very rich and very exciting, and I find that kids really love it. Combined with that higher Lexile level, kids can handle it. It's chunked into small portions, and there are really cool pictures that go along with the rich dialogue. It's a winning combination. But I also remember asking kids, what would you do without technology if your parents said, let's go back to the old days and we're going to unplug all of your technology, your phones, your laptops, your computers, iPads. We're going without electronics. Could you survive?
No.
Could you survive? So this book is very interesting because they have to figure out a way to survive when the parents want to go back to old school without electronics.
How did this book make you feel?
Brought back some memories because many of your teachers are probably like me. We didn't have all of the electronics that you guys have now. So we had to kind of figure out how to spend time without the apps and the games and the PlayStations and things like that. In fact, we had an Atari. Do you know what an Atari is? No, you don't.
I do.
Do you know what an Atari is?
No.
Okay. Most people today, kids that is, do not know what an Atari is. So we didn't have all of that stuff.
I even have a shirt about it.
You even have an Atari shirt? I didn't think they made those anymore. So it brings back memories of just kind of being a kid and life without technology. Was life really better without technology?
No.
Do you think life was better without all the technology?
No.
Ask your teachers. Yeah, that's a good conversation. Ask your teachers what life was like without technology. Was life more difficult or more easy. In a lot of ways, I think life was easier without all of the technology.
I feel like it was more difficult.
More difficult without technology? Certainly technology makes life easier
And
and better in a lot of ways. But it was also pretty cool without technology sometimes too.
Thanks for sharing your book with us today, Mr. Jenkins, and have a great day.
It was my
See you
pleasure.
soon.
Thank you so
And
much.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me on.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Mr. Jenkins, for joining the Literacy Lab and for sharing a little about the Diary of a Wimpy Kid book. Now to Tuesday News Day, because we can always use some positivity during our week. Turquoise Parker is a teacher at Lakewood Elementary School in Durham, North Carolina. Every year she hosts a fundraiser for needy students. This year she raised a whopping $106,000. Parker said, "Amazing, it leaves me speechless. I cried a little bit today. I cry a little bit every day." Parker and her small army of volunteers took the cash to the local Costco to buy non-perishable groceries for over 5,100 students from a dozen public schools. This year's fundraiser is by far the biggest one yet. In 2018, when we did $7,000 for the first time, we fed the whole school, said Parker. This year, there was even enough food to send bags home for school support staff. You can always count on teachers to make sure kids are cared for. We hope you have a great day, Panthers, and like always, continue to roar.